Hi everyone, I'm Craig Simino, Head of Product at Double GDP, and this is my sprint update for March 29th, 2022. This sprint we did a lot of the story and epic planning for some features that are going to be coming through the pipeline and worked on by the dev team next sprint. Particularly, we began looking at streamlining and automating gate access. This will initially be via a kiosk or a tablet mode for pedestrians entering a city to automatically scan their QR code. But ultimately, the reasoning or the why behind this is that we want to allow more throughput at the gate, particularly at times of high traffic times of day. So, even in many of our cities where all that's happening right now is building of infrastructure and initial residents, there's still a lot of workers that enter the city all around and exit the city all around the same times of the day. This can create sort of backlogs and extra workload on the guards to try to get everyone in and out, all within a quick time at these short bursts of when activity happens at the gate. So we want to create some new ways to help streamline that process, including the tablet mode. But also, we can envision some other stages of other cities where this type of feature is going to be really valuable. Large community events where, a great number of people from the outside community need to get in and out of the city in a short period of time for something like a concert or some other community activity. These types of features will also be really helpful there. Additionally, we want to make some improvements to our leads modules usability. So, sales and marketing are really collaborative in nature, especially in a long sales process like selling land in a city. So you really need highly shareable features within an app, things like deep linking to leads pages, deep linking to filtered results pages. All of that is really helpful when marketing folks and sales folks are collaborating in a more long-term sales process to try to convert a prospect and get them to buy land in the city. Also, reporting and getting an understanding of where leads are in the process is really valuable and necessary, so that cities can plan, what housing needs to be built in the next 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, which prospects are getting ready to convert, so they can plan other activities around that. So, we'll start to see some features developed around just improving that collaboration, improving comments, improving shareability, and getting great reporting in place. We also began to take a look at maps and points of interest. We do have existing map features that need a little bit of a UI cleanup. They've not really been used by anyone so far. So initially that'll be what we're taking a look at, but we also want to just expand this. When you think about a city, navigating around the city is necessary and valuable at all stages of development, from when initial plots of land are being mapped and sold so you can attach leads to plots of land, but also navigating around points of interest at special events like we were talking about before. So we'll have some initial incremental improvements here, but then we also have some more longer term thinking around how maps will grow and evolve. Finally, unrelated to actual product feature development work, I've been putting some thought and effort into sort of finalizing an initial product strategy and communicating that out. So I put a blog post out this week that I think was shared around to many of us, and also have the beginnings of a product roadmap in place to just solidify where we're going to be going in the next quarter and beyond. And that'll be shared out soon. In terms of next sprint, we're going to start looking at streamlining roles and permissions. As kind of the different combinations of roles and permissions has grown, there's really some deeper thought that's going to need to be put into that, so we don't create too much chaos in the near future. Customizing processes and tasks, those are very prescriptive right now. We want to add a lot more customization and editability in there so that we can accommodate more than just the existing processes. We can allow users to do more there. We're going to be making campaigns a little bit more intuitive, and that'll begin the process of looking at other functional areas of the app just to do small incremental usability improvements. We've grown so fast and so quickly in so many directions that it's time we start going back through. Despite our best design efforts, there's always a need to kind of go back and make some changes when you've moved really fast. And then finally, again, unrelated to kind of the product feature set, I'm going to be putting some time into testing some small iterations on marketing messaging to try to grow the message we're putting out there to attract potential new partners, and just stand up some landing pages and make some small incremental changes to see if we can see what messaging is resonating with potential new partners. Also, I had every intention of having some product metrics in place for this week, for this sprint update, but just did not get around to that, unfortunately. So I've put coming soon here, and I intend to get with the engineering team and solidify exactly what we can track right now. But as we start to shift our focus to gate flow, processes and tasks, and lead management in particular, I want to make sure we're putting numbers behind the usage of those features so we can track their growth over time and make sure that what we're building does actually prove valuable to our partners. Thanks so much.